Good evening, everyone. If you could take a seat, we're going to get started. Thank you so much for coming out here tonight. It's an honor and a privilege to be here, to be the host. My name is Jasmine Nikela Creighton, and I am so gracious and so honored to be asked to host this year's Transgender Remembrance here in West Hollywood. And without further ado, will you please help me welcome the mayor of the city of West Hollywood, Ms. Chelsea Byers.
Good evening. It is so wonderful to see so many of you in this chamber tonight. We're really grateful that you took the moment to join us for this event. It's a very important night here to reflect and to remember and to recommit ourselves to protecting, supporting, and championing trans lives here in our city, in this region, and all around the world. I'm really honored to be standing here with my colleague, John Erickson, our former mayor on council. We're joined tonight by another former mayor of our city, Abby Land, who's here. Yes. And I see so many city leaders, commissioners, board members, so many respected community faces. And I name that to recognize how much support this community truly shows and brings to the trans community. And still, we're here reflecting on the lives lost due to the systemic violence, the harm that continues to perpetuate all around the world and still in this community as well. So I'm really grateful for everyone here joining arms and remembering the lives and the names and all of their stories tonight. And again, making sure that our work as a city continues to be of support, of true support. The housing, the resources, the care, and just that neighborly feeling when you walk down the street that you can meet the eye of a stranger, feel that respect, that dignity, and that sense of shared humanity. That's what we're building here in West Hollywood, and I'm so grateful for all of you who are committed to being a part of that. I'll turn the microphone over to John Erickson, but before I do, I want to also recognize the members of our Transgender Advisory Board who each and every day in this city uplift this work in this community, as well as the LGBTQ Commission, I'm so sorry, who are here as well. So thank you again so much for all your work. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam Mayor, for those eloquent words. I also want to thank our incredible city staff, Moya and Jennifer, and everyone who helps put this event on. Any act of violence against any of us is unacceptable. And when we continue to target those most vulnerable in our communities, we have to stand up and say, no more. And every year, we always come here and we recommit ourselves to not only standing in solidarity and honoring the names. I'm literally touching the names of those that will be read out right now, and I see page 1 of 58. It's 58, too many names that have left us on this beautiful earth too soon. And when I think about the work that we have to do through community, through activism, or through spreading kindness and education, I know that the mayor, myself, and while we never like to speak for all of our colleagues, I think we'll make the exception this one time and say that the city of West Hollywood is so committed to making sure that we are doing all that we can to be an inclusive city, an affirming city, but we are fighting like hell for those that need it the most. And we commit that every year, we recommit it every year, and every year I hope this list gets shorter and shorter and shorter until it is zero. And that is the fight that we will commit to doing. And I'm so thankful that on a Friday night, I get to look out and see all of your beautiful faces and know that this isn't just one of us, it's all of us. So thanks for being here tonight, and have a wonderful program.
Just as a final note of reflection, I've been thinking a lot about the role I serve as a cis white woman in leadership of this city, and a lot of the real heinous rhetoric I've experienced firsthand as part of being involved in women's spaces. And just want to name that and uplift that. I see that and I recognize it. And for those other cis women in the room, we certainly have our work to do when it comes to making sure the spaces where we occupy as women feel the most inclusive as possible. And I just wanted to name that really specifically tonight as a single act that I will deeply continue to commit to. I know our Women's Advisory Board in the city is really remarkable in that lane of work as well. Without further ado, I'm going to invite back our host and MC tonight, Jasmine, to take it away. Thank you so much.
Again, good evening, family and friends and beloved community. Tonight, we're gathered here on sacred ground, right here in West Hollywood, a city that has held our joy, our stories, our survival, our resistance, and our radiance for generations. Thank you for showing up with your hearts open, your spirits present, and your love on full display. Because tonight is not just a ceremony, it is a homecoming of memory, a circle of witness, a moment where we say together, we remember you, we honor you, we celebrate you. Your life mattered. If you feel comfortable enough, I invite you to place your hand on your heart and take in a breath and release. And let's be grounded here today in love. Please welcome our very own Armani Day, who is the current president of the Trans Advisory Board here in West Hollywood.
Good evening, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Can we get a round of applause if you can hear me? All right. I am the chair of the Trans Advisory Board for West Hollywood. Thank you all for being here. I'll keep it brief. I wanted to thank you all for being here, and I wanted to share with you that we are all family. We are all family here. We are all here together. And as unfortunate as T-Door is, it's important that we still have this moment to come together, to celebrate those lives that we lost, but also to celebrate the lives of people who are still here, being resilient and being resistant. Yesterday, myself and board members Nash and board member Samala went to the Triangle to take a photograph in honor of T-Door with the floral wreath here. And so we went out in the rain because it was important to celebrate those that we lost, but also those of us that are still here doing the work, that are still here surviving and fighting through every day. So I love you all. Thank you all for being here, and let's have a great evening. Thank you. Welcome back, Jasmine.
Beautiful. I want to welcome up another member of the Trans Advisory Board and also the Associate Director of the Trans Wellness Center here in Los Angeles. Please welcome Ms. Sydney Rogers.
Good evening, West Hollywood. My name is Sydney Rogers, and I serve on the Trans Advisory Board for this city. And I stand here first as a Black trans woman, and second as someone who understands that tonight is not a program item, it's a ritual of remembering. When I say trans, I mean the full breadth of our community, TGI2+. Trans, gender expansive, intersex, two-spirit. All of us who have lived in the margins and still built worlds out of them. Tonight is for the lives whose futures were interrupted. And tonight we also honor one of our fiercest elders, Miss Major, who just transitioned and joins the ancestors she's been preparing us to lean on. Remembrance isn't just grief. Remembrance is responsibility. As a board member and as community, I want us to ground in this truth before the names are read. How we care for each other tomorrow is how we honor those we lost today. How we invest in TGI2+ youth how we listen to our elders, how we advocate in City Hall. That is where remembrance becomes action. So before we move into the keynote, I invite us to soften, to take a breath, to feel our feet under us. Because TGI 2+ existence is not fragile, it is ancient. We are not new, we are next. Let the names we hear tonight recommit us to protecting the living. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Dear friend of mine is coming up next. I've known her for many, many years. She is a former associate director at the Trans Wellness Center, and she's here tonight. Please welcome Marianne Marquis.
Hola, buenas noches. Hi, I would like to say something in Spanish. I especially requested to say something in Spanish tonight. This is my second time that I serve on the advisory board, and years ago I used to also organize their remembrance, and we used to do it outside. And I remember having many of my sisters and brothers, immigrants, coming and serving food and café con pan and volunteering and giving flowers. I don't see them today, and I'm thinking about what is currently happening, the fear that many people are experiencing with everything that's happening with our government. And that's the reason I want to say something in Spanish, to make sure that everyone receive a message that we can take in our heart, and everybody can know that they matter. A las personas que están aquí esta noche, quiero dar las gracias por estar aquí, porque mientras tengamos vida y una oportunidad de salir a la calle, de vernos al espejo y encontrar quiénes somos y quiénes hemos querido ser, encontrar esa verdad de cómo nos imaginamos. No va a haber gobierno, no va a haber frontera que nos pueda quitar lo que realmente somos. La gente no sabe los caminos que hemos recorrido, ni las barreras que hemos derrotado para estar aquí. Muchos piensan que ser trans significa un simple capricho, pero ser trans es una fuerza indescriptible que ni los golpes, ni las malas miradas, ni los insultos, ni las negaciones nos lo pueden quitar. Que todo lo que te ha lastimado te haga más fuerte. Y que aunque te quieran bajar la cabeza, la levantes más. Y que sepas que este lugar, West Hollywood, en el lugar donde estás, hay alguien que te ve y te da amor. Hay alguien que te ve y que te va a llamar con ese nombre que tú has escogido para ti. Porque tu vida vale la pena. Y que todo ese camino que has recorrido y que donde estás ahora es donde tienes que estar. Gracias por estar aquí esta noche. Gracias a todos por estar aquí. Thank you, everyone.
Dr. Joe Olson Kennedy is the former medical director of the Center for Trans Youth Health and Development at the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. Prior to its closure earlier this year, she has continued her practice in Pasadena at the new site called Procielo. I hope I said that right. Care. Please welcome Dr. Joe Kennedy Olson.
Good evening, everyone. Procilio Care is the name of, it's not an easy name, but I really feel so honored to be here tonight. I'm always humbled and honored to be asked to share space with community, friends, families, allies. Tonight, we honor those precious souls whose lives were ended prematurely by ignorance and violence. There's no year that goes by without this grim list of such victims. We have witnessed over the past several years an unrelenting attack on trans and non-binary people, their families, their loved ones, their caregivers. Administrative forces have unleashed permission for people to question, harass, bully, hurt, and even kill trans and non-binary individuals for simply being themselves. Every effort is being made to eliminate trans people from accessing basic human rights, housing, healthcare, employment, education, and safety. Prior to the closure of our program at Children's Hospital, we were taking care of around 2,600 young people who had made their way into a program that validated their existence and helped them move forward and thrive in their lives. In a community, a caretaking home that was safe, and a caretaking home that really was committed to helping people thrive. Our center was a place that understood trans adults started as trans kids, and that they deserved to live in their authentic space for as long as they possibly could and as early as they possibly could. This was a really important program that provided service for thousands of young people. The fact that we were even in a situation to have to make that decision, that the hospital was in that position, is tragic. It was a setback of the study, the science, and the provision of healthcare that had come really far over the past many, many years. I think that the Division of Adolescent Medicine saw their first trans young person in 1991. We had the biggest program in the world of trans youth. Humanity has this persistent and devastating preoccupation with repeating the past, right? Rather than actualizing a future formed by a commitment to social evolution. But tonight, let's remember that the past also tells a story of overcoming even the most hellacious of cultural cruelty. I myself am forever in awe of the great Magnus Hirschfeld. Probably you've heard of him. Brave and outspoken gay and trans right advocate from Berlin, for being a beacon of not just science and medicine, but also of compassion. His work was driven by compassion. He was a scientist and a physician on a lifelong professional and personal quest to help further understand and move forward the entire LGBT community. He had a lifetime of work by 1933, when the Nazis ransacked his institute. He had an institute called the Institute for Sexual Science in Berlin, and it was labeled by the Nazis as an example of degenerate Jewish sexuality. Years of research were burned in a bonfire outside of the institute. It set back The ransacking of that institution and that bonfire that happened in 1933 set the movement back, the science movement and the medicine movement and the compassion movement by decades. 1933, almost 100 years ago. It reminds me of what happened to our program and how it was eviscerated and burned down because of a very, very difficult choice. Throughout history, there have been many periods of socially acceptable and politically ordained discrimination and outright hostility toward the trans community, coupled with an attempt to limit or deny basic human rights, very similar to what we're experiencing. Here's the thing, though, despite those efforts, trans and non-binary people are still here. It's just remarkable. I remember when I started doing this work in 2006, 20 years ago, I was always amazed when my patients graduated high school. That's the environment from which trans young people were trying to make their way in the world. But more than ever, trans folks are leading, legislating, healing, defending, performing, shaping the culture, and most importantly, thriving, despite all of these efforts. The efforts at eradicating trans and non-binary people have failed because of the endless tenacity of the community itself, along in partnership with community allies. I have noticed there is a certain stubbornness that accompanies the drive for authenticity that cannot and will not be erased, despite the incalculable time and millions of dollars spent to do so. Tonight, while we honor the lives lost of too many trans people, let us also honor the lives of the living trans folks who are a daily testament to the fact that trans people exist, regardless of what people are saying. Let us hold each other in the space that confirms the importance of trans and non-binary people. It is time again for community and allies to rise and reiterate the rights of all people to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I'm going to leave you today with the words of Magnus Hirschfeld that he said in 1919, "Soon the day will come when science will win victory over error, justice a victory over injustice, and human love a victory over human hatred and ignorance." Thanks everyone for being here tonight.
One more time for Dr. Joe Olson Kennedy. And without further ado, I'd like to welcome the Trans Chorus of Los Angeles.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Catherine Davis, and for 8 years I had the pleasure of being the executive director of this amazing group of singers and entertainers. The Trans Chorus, for the last 10 years, yes, we celebrated our 10-year anniversary on October 15th. Have been singing across the greater Los Angeles area, all through Southern California, and in fact across the country. We have had the pleasure of bringing our voices to a great group of people and in very wonderful situations, which I won't get into at the moment. I do want to express that I've had the pleasure of working and singing with our executive director, Abby Hall, who unfortunately could not be here this evening, but sends their love and their well wishes to everyone in the community. As I mentioned, we have been a voice for the trans community for the past 10 years and will continue to do so for as long as we can. It has been our wish and it has been our message to to bring the trans community from victim to victorious. Thank you all for being with us tonight. And I'd like to introduce our conductor, Corinne Birch.
Stunning, beautiful, amazing. One more time for the Trans Chorus of Los Angeles. All right, we've come to that part in the program where if you feel led to, please line up here. We're going to do the reading of the names in this aisle right here. So everyone is welcome. We're going to have you come read one of the names here to honor the lives of the folks that we've lost this year. So line up right here, if you so feel called to, please. We would love the community to show up for the community. So I'm going to call you up one at a time. You'll read one, and then step away, bring your candles. Beautiful. Please, Mother Karina.
Honey Walker. They say Honey Walker. Age 37. Honey Walker was killed in a hit and run in Rochester, New York. Her killer was eventually found by police and arrested. She was known among her loved ones for her charming personality and her hair and makeup skills. Her friends say she could make anyone look like a movie star with the right makeup palette. Let's say, Honey Walker.
Honey Walker.
Let's say her name, Jill Heathers Bouvier.
Jill Heathers Bouvier.
Jill is age 54. Jill died by suicide. She lived in Omaha, where she was involved in a local trans and non-binary adult support group. She is remembered for her quick, dry, sarcastic wit, and loving and generous heart. Let's say her name.
Jill Heathers Bouvier.
Megan Jordan Credu.
Megan Jordan Credu.
Age 22. Megan died by suicide. Her friends remember her as an insightful, brilliant activist who was active in both trans and Palestinian activism. Megan Jordan Credu.
Raven Syed.
Raven Syed.
Raven died by suicide. At the time of his death, he was a science major at Rider University in New Jersey, where he struggled with being misgendered by the members of the university. Raven Syed.
Raven Syed.
Let's say her name, Phoenix Caseta. Phoenix died by suicide. She was a college student, RA, and vice president of Common Ground, a safe space for LGBTQAI people at St. Michael's College in Vermont. Let's say her name again, Phoenix Caseta.
Phoenix Caseta.
Rick Alistair Newman.
Rick Alistair Newman.
Age 29. Rick was a trans man who was experiencing a mental health crisis and threatened to hurt himself before being shot by police. He is missed by the Montana trans community and is remembered as an artist, a storyteller, and a brother. Let's say his name, Rick Alistair Newman.
Santonio Coleman,
Santonio Coleman,
age 48. Santonio was a gender nonconforming person who often went by the nicknames San or Strawberry. San appears to have been murdered while walking on a trail behind the University of Georgia in Athens. San had a particularly close relationship with their mother and younger sister, who described San as the life of the party, who loved doing their friends' hair. Let's say their name. Santonio Coleman.
Allison Alex Ketchum.
Alex Ketchum.
Age 29. Alex died by suicide. She was one of the first U.S. infantry soldiers to transition while serving. She had left the military in 2020 following uncertainty in being able to continue serving as a trans woman. Let's say her name. Allison Alex Ketchum.
Jay Flores, age 23.
Jay Flores.
Jay was killed in a hit-and-run incident. They were known in the community because they worked with an organization that helped people escape domestic violence situations. A suspect has been arrested in their murder. Jay Flores.
Jay Flores.
Leah Joe. Age 37, Leah died by suicide. She was from Massachusetts and had a political science degree from the University of Massachusetts. There is very little information about her personal life that is publicly available, but tonight we honor her memory and we say her name. Leah Joe.
Serenity Birdsong. Serenity Birdsong, age 21. Serenity died by suicide. She was a student at Middle Tennessee State University. She was the vice president of her school's student LGBTQ+ organization. Please say her name. Serenity Birdsong.
Say her name. Sydney Sid Leah Phillips.
Sydney Sid Leah Phillips.
Age 22. Sydney died by suicide. She is remembered as a kind-hearted soul who was patient, extremely intelligent, and funny. Say her name once more. Sydney Sid Leah Phillips. May she rest in peace.
Kyla Jane Walker.
Jane Walker. Age 39. Kyla died after being hit by a vehicle in a hit and run.
A driver was arrested a week later.
She's remembered as a brilliant human who was fierce advocate for everyone she met.
Her last words on social media before being murdered were, "Resist despair." Kyla Jane Walker.
Read one more.
Quanisha Coco Chantel.
Age, Coco Chantel. Age 25. Coco was found shot in a vehicle.
Her ex-boyfriend has been charged with murder.
She was part of the ballroom community and was well known in the South for her radiant and stunning dance moves.
Quanisha Coco Chantel.
Relasia Wright.
Relasia White.
Relasia was found shot and murdered by her friends. She was well known in the Minneapolis area as someone who loved her friends and family and was outgoing and protective. Relasia Wright.
Relasia Wright.
Roy Mora, age 15. Roy died by suicide. Since their death, a local nonprofit started the Roy Mora Memorial Scholarship for LGBTQIA high school students. Roy's mother is on that committee, and they hope the scholarship will be offered each year for years to come. In Roy's memory, Roy Mora.
Aziza Barnes.
Aziza Barnes.
At age 31, Aziza died by suicide. They were a television writer who worked on shows for Netflix, FX, and was a writer who worked on the upcoming Game of Thrones show on HBO, set to release next year. They are remembered for their talent and their presence in the community and TV industry. Say her name, Aziza Barnes.
Cam Thompson.
Cam Thompson.
At age 18, Cam was found shot in a yard near her home. A suspect has been arrested in her murder. She was remembered as someone who had a beautiful, contagious smile and who loved fashion and beauty. Her name again, Cam Thompson.
Mecca Shabazz.
Mecca Shabazz.
Mecca was age 46. Mecca died by suicide. She was an accomplished dancer, community activist, teacher, and mentor who taught Afro-Caribbean dance and GED courses in her community. Please again say her name, Mecca Shabazz.
Say their name, Parker Savarese. Parker Savarese. Age 15, Parker was a student at Melville High School in New York who was non-binary. They were passionate about theater and superhero movies. Remember their name, Parker Savarese. Parker Savarese.
Lisa Ray Shoup. Elisa died by suicide outside the Syracuse, Virginia Medical Center. She was a trans veteran. In 2016, Elisa became the first person in the United States to obtain legal recognition of a non-binary gender. Let's say their name, Elisa Ray Shoup.
Elisa Ray Shoup.
Aubrey Dameron.
Aubrey Dameron.
Age 25. Aubrey was a two-spirit Cherokee trans woman who had been missing for nearly 6 years. In winter of this year, her body was recovered and her death was ruled a homicide. At the time of her death, Aubrey had enrolled in school to study nursing. So let's say her name one more time, Aubrey Dameron.
Aubrey Dameron.
Tahiri Broom.
Tahiri Broom.
Age 29. Tahiri was shot and killed after an altercation with a man who has since been arrested on murder charges. She is remembered as a funny, smart person who could walk into the darkest room and find some light in it. Let's say her name one more time, Tahiri Broom.
Tahiri Broom.
Sam Norquist.
Sam Norquist.
Age 24. Sam died after being horrifically tortured over an extended period by a group of several people. 7 people have been arrested and charged with his murder. Sam is remembered by his family as being very kind and was the type of person who would give you the shirt of his back. He was very outgoing and worked hard and loved his family deeply. Remembering Sam Norquist.
Sam
Irviana Johnson, age 25. Irviana's body was found not far from her home 3 days after she had gone missing. Her death has been ruled a homicide. She lived with her birth family and worked at a local hotel and was a digital content creator on social media. She's remembered as a vibrant person who loved her family. Irviana Johnson.
Ariana Johnson.
Amiri Dior,
Amiri Dior.
age 23. Amiri died after being shot. Her family remembers her as a good soul who loved to dance and sing and who was always truthful with her life. Amiri Dior.
Amiri Dior.
Linda Becerra Moran,
Linda Sarah Moran.
age 30. Linda died after being shot by police after she called 911 and reported that she was being held against her will as a victim of sex trafficking. Linda was a houseless woman who had been helped by several organizations in LA who remember her as resilient. Linda Becerra Moran.
Linda Becerra Roman.
Jordan J.J. May,
Jordan J.J. May.
age 17. J.J. died by suicide. Her family remembers her as a city girl at heart who dreamt about moving to New York to become a stylist. She always lifted people up and always cheered for the underdog. Jordan J.J. May.
Jordan J.J. May.
Caitlin Renera Bonneau, age 15. Caitlin died by suicide. She is remembered for having a passion for writing, computer games, gardening, baking, and was a person who always looked for new creative activities. Caitlin Renera Bonneau.
Caitlin Renera. Thank you.
Katoria Kai Lacynthia Banks. Katoria was age 31. Kay was killed after being shot in a car. She is remembered by her family for her love of music and remembered by her community for her work as a prep navigator with an LGBT organization in Alabama. Say her name. Katoria K. Lacynthia Banks.
I have a few more names, if you don't mind sharing these names. Please stand in line over here.
I was going to do that. Thank you. Nora Horowitz, age 38. Nora died by suicide in the male wing of the prison she was held in. She was a former Marvel Comics editor who had worked on titles such as X-Men, Guardians of the Galaxy, and The Avengers. Let's say her name one more time, Nora Horowitz. Kelsey Elam, age 25. Kelsey was shot by her boyfriend, who has since been charged with her murder. Kelsey was training to become a medical assistant. Her family remembers her as a resilient woman who was an advocate for the trans community and a consistent friend to strangers. Let's say her name one more time, Kelsey Elam. Okay.
Shaparis Dupree,
Age 32, Chaparis died after being shot. He was married and had 2 children with his wife. He was attending culinary school at the time and is remembered for his work ethic and love for his wife and children. Chaparis Dupree. Carmen Wells. Age 25, Carmen died in her home. Police suspect her murder is someone she arranged to meet on a date and that he shot her before robbing her. She was remembered as a popular ballroom performer, a local runway model who knew how to light up a room with her sense of humor and smile. Carmen Wells.
Charlotte Frostgate. Age 17. Charlotte died by suicide. Her friends remember her as an active member of the online gamer modding community. She is remembered for being selfless, who offered her advice and guidance to other people. Say her name, Charlotte Frostgate.
Say her name, Tessa June.
Tessa June.
Age 21. Tessa died by suicide. She was remembered by her friends as a gentle and kind soul who loved to read and had aspirations to one day become a published author. She cared deeply about those around her and was always a person who was willing to help out. Say her name, Tessa June.
Jax Grattan. Jax's body was found 2 months after she had gone missing. The police considers her death suspicious, but has not named any suspects. She was a hairstylist in Colorado. Her family remembers her for the light she carried in her and the love she gave out so freely. Say her name. Jax Grattan. Hope Laika Youngblood. Age 49. Hope died after being struck by multiple vehicles on a freeway. She was known to have had mental health struggles, but it is unknown if her death was accidental. Her family remembers her as an avid record collector, talented visual artist, and proud trans woman. Say her name. Hope Laika Youngblood.
Say her name, Laura Schuler. Laura was shot just down the street from her home. No suspect has been identified. Laura is remembered for her love of animals and for being a generous soul and an outspoken voice in her community. Say her name, Laura Schuler. J.J. Godbey. JJ was reported missing, and after several weeks, their boyfriend was charged with homicide. JJ was very popular in the Ohio regional LGBTQ community who supported local causes, including transgender causes. JJ was an excellent makeup artist. Say their name, JJ Godbey.
Christina Hayes. Age 28, Christina was robbed and killed by a client after he learned that she was trans. Her murderer has been arrested and charged. There is very little information about her personal life that is publicly available, but tonight we honor her memory. Let's say her name, Christina Hayes. Lily Dawn Harkins. Lily Dawn died by suicide. She is remembered by her friends as a genius, as she had an IQ of over 140. She also loved Magic the Gathering, cooking, and volunteering for local organizations. Let's say her name again. Lily Dawn Harkins.
Let's say her name, Gabrielle Cam Nguyen. Gabrielle Cam Nguyen. Cam died by suicide, age 23. They were an agender college student who had a knack for writing and loved sending long, thoughtful letters to their loved ones. Gabrielle Cam Nguyen. Gabrielle Cam Nguyen. Say their name, Kia Lay Tabitha Roberts. Kia Lay Tabitha Roberts, age 55. Kia Lay died by suicide. After she passed away, her birth family attempted to erase her identity. Her friends remember her for her warmth, intellect, and desire to connect with others. Say her name, Kia Lay Tabitha Roberts.
Say their name. Camera Woods. Age 27. Camera was shot in her apartment. A man was arrested and charged with robbing and killing her. She is remembered by her family as an animal lover who can make anyone laugh. She had a big heart and was proud of her trans identity. Say her name. Camera Woods.
Camera Woods.
Nathaniel Nata Pabon Cruz.
Nathaniel Nata Pabon Cruz.
Age 27. Nata died by suicide. He is remembered for being a student activist at his university for non-binary and trans people. Say his name, Nathaniel Nata Pabon Cruz.
Artie Cassidy Beowulf Gibson. Age 23. Artie died by suicide. There is very little information about his personal life that is publicly available, but tonight we honor his memory. Say his name. Artie Cassidy Beowulf Gibson. Dream Johnson. Age 28. Dream was found with gunshot wounds. There is very little information about her personal life that is publicly available, but tonight we honor her memory. Say her name. Dream Johnson. Rosa Machuca. Age 24. Rosa was killed in a shooting in the parking lot of her workplace. The murderer was arrested. Her fiance had to correct local media and police reports that dead-named and misgendered Rosa. There's very little information about her personal life that is publicly available, but tonight we honor her memory. Rosa Machuca.
Blair A. Sawyer. Blair was age 27. Blair died after a hit and run. Police and media dead-named and misgendered her. Her family remembers her love of playing the piano as well as other instruments. She was known to have an online artistic presence. Again, lift up her name, Blair A. Sawyer. Aurora Pellegrina. Aurora was age 35. Aurora's body was found in an abandoned home. The cause of her death is undetermined. Aurora was estranged from her birth family. There is very little information about her personal life that is publicly available, but tonight we honor her memory. Say her name, we lift it again, Aurora Pellegrina. Onyx Cornish. Onyx was only 18. Onyx died after being shot by their adoptive father, who confessed and was arrested. Onyx is remembered by their friends for a love of heavy metal, alt-fashion, and makeup. And tonight, we again lift up her name, Onyx Cornish.
Cassie Rhea. Age 31. Cassie was a woman of faith who worked as a hairstylist. She died after being shot in the front yard of a home. A person has been arrested for her murder. She is remembered for her talent in hairstyling. Let's say her name again, Cassie Rhea. Robin James Post. Age 48. Robin died by suicide. He was a traveling registered nurse in Arizona. He is remembered for his wonderful sense of humor, adventurous spirit, and kindness towards others. Let's say his name again, Robin James Post. Blake Sturm. Age 25. Blake died by suicide. He was a trans man and drag king known for seeing beauty in everything. He is remembered for openly extending love to everything and everyone. Let's say his name again, Blake Sturm. Blaze Alexander Bal Mason. Age 17. Blaze died during a mental health crisis in what appears to be known as suicide by cop. There is very little information about their personal life that is publicly available, but tonight we honor their memory. Let's say their name again, Blaze Alexander Bal Mason. Scarlett, age 21. Scarlett lived in rural Nevada and died by suicide. There is very little information about her personal life that is publicly available, but tonight we honor her memory. Let's say her name again, Scarlett. Tiara Love Torrey Jackson. Age 37. Tiara's body was found with gunshot wounds in a motel. A suspect has been arrested for her murder. Tiara worked in the healthcare industry and is remembered for her engagement in ballroom scene and won several trophies in the last few years. Let's say her name again, Tiara Love Torrey Jackson. Thank you.
Let's have a moment of silence. If you can close your outer eye and hold space for the memory of these babies. Thank you. Please welcome one more time the Trans Chorus of Los Angeles. Something I want everyone to remember tonight. I want you to carry this truth forward. Every name we read is universe. Every life had joy, complexity, dreams, relationships, and purpose. Every person lost is an ancestor now, standing with us tonight. We honored them by saying their names. We honor them by continuing the work. We honor them by protecting each other fiercely and tenderly. This next artist is a dear friend of mine, Miss LZ Love. LZ Love is a singer, songwriter, book author, actress. She has charted several dance hit singles in the UK and has recorded background for many top artists such as Mary Wells, Lettucey, and Jennifer Lopez. At the age of 16, she was the background vocalist for the late, great disco diva Sylvester and received a Legend Rainbow Key Award here in this room for 2025 this year. People, please, with your open heart, and let her hear it. She's magnificent. Please welcome LZ Love.
All right. We're going to send some love, some heavenly love to all of our beautiful angels that had to leave this planet, but they are at the next place. And I just want you guys to know we're grateful for all of your support tonight. I'm going to sing a song by someone I had the pleasure of working with, Sylvester. You know the great Sylvester. Yes. We're honoring Sylvester. We lost Sylvester. We're going to be doing a birthday party for Sylvester on September the 6th, 2016, for his 79th birthday. So let's just lift our spirits up, y'all, and let's send some energy up right now. love you. Thank you to my posses. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you guys for having me. We will not give up the fight. I'm a trans woman. I'm 68 years old. And I ain't gonna stop no time soon. I'm gonna keep singing. I'm gonna keep acting. I'm gonna keep writing books. I'm gonna keep doing these events. I'm gonna keep showing up and showing out. I love you.
That was amazing. Before I close out, I would love the Trans Advisory Board members, if you could please stand so we could acknowledge you and say thank you for making this happen tonight. The board members are all here. Do you mind coming up so the folks can see you a little bit? Come on up. Come on up. Shane Ivan Nash, our very own Mother Karina, Sydney Rogers, Armani Day. Thank you so much. Wait, I'm picking. Oh, Mariana. Wait. Help me introduce. We have Armani Day. Marie, member, Sydney Rogers, Shane Avinash, and our very own Mother Karina, and Mariana Marquine, who had to leave. Thank you so much. We appreciate this. We want to thank Moya. Thank you for making this happen. Ryan Zinger Production. Thank you. We thank the Trans Course of Los Angeles. Thank you. We thank Dr. Olson, Dr. Kennedy, Joe Olson, thank you. We thank our very own LZ Love. Thank you, LZ. Oh, you can sit down. Thank you. I just wanted them to see you. I said Moya. Yes, stand up, Moya. Yes. And thank you to each and every one of you for coming out tonight. Thank you for your time, your beauty, your presence. It's so important, and we just can't thank you enough. And I want to leave you with these closing words, that grief is an expression of love, that remembrance is a form of resistance, that community is a sacred act, and that every trans life, past, present, and future, is worthy of celebration and protection. Take care of our community. Take care of yourselves. Be gentle with one another so you can be gentle with others. And hold their memory in the highest regard. But it is your responsibility to go out into this world and make it a safe, affirming, welcoming place. Thank you all for coming here tonight. Good night.